For the love of Brickle.
Miss Bennett has three sons. The first son is Damien. He is 6'2", 24 years of age, handsome, has a chisel-shaped face, and training for the army. The second son name is David. He is 6 foot tall, handsome, 22 years of age, and has a college degree, plays basketball, and is on top of his game, and every girl had a crush on him. Then we have Daniel, the youngest but the tallest of all his brothers. He's 6'5", he has the best smile, and has a gap teeth with matching dimples. He's an A-class student, 19 years old, not involved in any sports. For his hobbies is baking, cooking, always looking up the best cuisines. Does most of the cooking in his family. And his main flaw is that he's super skinny, like the stick man. He was oftentimes bullied at college and even by his own siblings. The best thing about him is that he has the biggest heart and he is the true definition of a capital nerd. He even had a crush on a nerd like himself. Her name is Susie. She's easygoing, wants to be a chef, 5'5". She's stunning and loved wearing pleated skirts and turtlenecks. Her smile lights up any room she's in. She didn't walk in any groups at school. She's her own company, but she sticks up for Daniel when they try to bully him. Susie sits beside him in class. He sometimes gazes at her while still focusing on his lessons. A few times their eyes meet. Susie secretly had a crush on him too, but tries to hide it by asking to borrow his eraser and asks him for an extra pen, even when she has hers in her bag already. Miss Lawson, the maths teacher, called out to Daniel, "Do you know the answer for question 4? 41. And she smiled and said correct. His classmates at the back of the class make paper balls and throw him, hitting in the back of his head. And he tries to put up a brave face to Susie so she doesn't have to pick up for him all the time. The college basketball teacher named Mr. Miller called out to him, "Hey Daniel, would you like to play basketball? You're the perfect height." And he says, "I would have to think about it. Give me an answer before the week is out," and taps him on the shoulder. After school, he witnessed Susie playing tennis. But before I go any further, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Please remember to leave a comment in the comment section. Make sure it's humorous, vibesy, and all those good things. He then walked closer to the fence to watch her and noticed how skillful of a player she was and also how in shape she is. She noticed he was watching her and waved at him, and his wave was even bigger than hers. A line of football players came out and saw him. The ringleader named Justin said, "Hey tall man, remember you can't play tennis nor football because you're too tall," and the rest of the team chuckled. Susie saw everything that happened and still approached him at the fence. She looked up at him and said, "Hey Daniel, how are you?" "I'm alright, Susie. You play tennis well." "Well, I don't think I'm all that good as a player as yet. This is my 3rd week in training." She said this because she didn't want to show off how good of a player she was. "So you decided on which sports you would try out for?" "No, but Coach Miller asked me if I would try out for a basketball team." "Well, I think you should try it out. You wouldn't miss the hoop." They chuckled and said, "Okay, we'll see how it goes. I'll be your cheerleader." His blushing was obvious. His face turned red and his gap teeth showed. She blushed when she saw them. He quickly used his rag to pat his face dry, the way how he was sweating nervously, because this was the first time they actually held a real conversation than talk about pens and erasers. When he reached home and told his older brother Damien about playing basketball and who his crush was, He laughed and said, "Why you think you have a chance?" His next brother, David, overheard the conversation and said, "Susie is a nun. Nuns don't date, but basketball would suit you, so focus on basketball." Later that day, he spoke to Mom about it, and she said, "Yes, you should go for it. And that Susie girl is really sweet for encouraging you." Mom encouraged him so much that he started working out from home after school. Friday morning, he went to Coach Miller about joining the basketball team. "Well, what are you waiting for? Get changed." When he went to the locker room, he saw a few tall guys like himself, but he was the tallest. He quickly got changed when he saw them approaching him. One said, "Mr. Tall, what are you doing here? Who said you should be here?" And the next one gave him a punch in the stomach. But instead of walking them out, as usual, he punched back Ricky in the stomach, and Billy walked off shocked. Mr. Miller saw what transpired in the locker room and ensured that Daniel get all the training he could get. He even gained some pounds and gained a little muscle. He even invited Susie to see his first basketball match. He even considered basketball being his second career goal. After the game, Susie came closer to him and asked, "Can I get a kiss?" And he lifted her up and kissed her, and everyone saw the kiss, including his two brothers and Mom. His mom was super happy for him. Do you think Susie genuinely liked him, and why? And do you think people will stop bullying him when they heard about what he did to Ricky? Leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more story time. I'm your girl for the love of Brickle. See you again.